asana and queen of all asana is Sarvangasana or shoulder stand. In today's video, I am going to show you step-by-step technique of Sarvangasana, how to do Sarvangasana, what are the major benefits, limitations and contraindications, everything. So watch the video till end. Don't miss any update or information shown in this video. If you are new to this YouTube channel, if you haven't subscribed, I request you all to please subscribe and also press the bell icon to show your love and support. Namaste everyone, my name is Shahida. I am an internationally certified yoga teacher. I have been teaching yoga since last 10 years. Before we learn how to do Sarvangasana, I want to share the major benefits of this asana. Sarvangasana is highly beneficial to balance your hormone. It is highly beneficial for your endocrine system, especially to improve your thyroid and parathyroid health. If you regular practice Sarvangasana, it is going to balance it. It is highly beneficial to improve the blood circulation due to the gravity. When your leg is up, heart is up and head is down, it improves the blood flow towards your head region. It also calms down your mind, it calms down your nervous system by activating the parasympathetic nervous system. It supplies rich amount of oxygen towards your facial muscles, towards your scalp. So it is good for your skin, it is good for your scalp. Sarvangasana is also highly beneficial for the people who are suffering from severe constipation or piles problem. So practice Sarvangasana regularly. What are the contraindication and limitations of Sarvangasana? If you are suffering from shoulder pain, neck pain, cervical pain, please completely avoid. If you are suffering from high blood pressure, hypertension, stroke problem, any recent surgery, so you should completely avoid. Ladies during their periods should completely avoid. If you are new to yoga and you are pregnant, you are trying Sarvangasana for the first time, this asana is not for you. If you are already practicing yoga and you are comfortable with Sarvangasana, then only during the pregnancy you can practice Sarvangasana. If you have any eye surgery, glaucoma, any ear infection or any recent surgery with your eyes and ear, you should completely avoid Sarvangasana. This asana is not for you. So let's learn how to do Sarvangasana step by step. After knowing all these amazing benefits, I'm sure you all want to learn how to do Sarvangasana. Let me show you the step-by-step technique. First, when you do Sarvangasana, always loosen your neck and shoulder with the help of some loosening practices, which is neck rotation and shoulder rotation. So, chin towards your collarbone, 360-degree rotation, 1, 2, I'm showing you 5 times. You all have to do this 15 to 20 times, keeping the eyes open. Very slow, not too fast, like this. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Keep your eyes open when you do neck rotation. It will improve the blood flow towards your head region. It will loosen your neck. Now the next practice is shoulder rotation like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. Reverse. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. After the neck and shoulder loosening, let's loosen the spine. So, all these are the preparatory practices so that you don't get injured during this practice. So, tabletop position as you inhale, look up, exhale, look towards your navel region. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Look up and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look towards your navel region. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And after this cat and cow stretch, lie down on your back for some leg raises practice. All these are the preparatory practices. Lie down on your back, keep the palms close to the body, and we are going to practice leg raises, and in Sanskrit name of this asana is Uttana Padasana. So as you inhale, lift your legs up, exhale down like this. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. This will strengthen your core muscles so that you are able to lift the legs easily to do the Sarvangasana like this. And last one. Wonderful. And then hug your legs like this. See how simple these practices are? Now I am going to show you how to do Sarvangasana after all these preparatory practices. So tuck your t-shirt and then keep both the palms close to the body, legs straight, lift the legs up, hip up, support your back like this, and like this. Bring the elbow close to the body and stay here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Loosen your hip. Bring the hip down and then rest in Shavasana. Like this. Most people, it is not easy to lift the legs up and hip up and support the back. For those people, I am going to show just simple trick to easily get into the shoulder stand. So, keeping the legs in front of your body and then just roll back. How? Like this. As you roll back, support your back like this. Do it 2 to 3 times like this. So, you are easily able to support your back and like this. Easy shoulder stand. One more time I am showing you. Bend the leg, knee towards your head, lower your hip and rest. Still not able to do Sarvangasana like this, let me also help you again with the help of the chair. So I have this chair with me. I am going to use this chair, keeping the chair on the mat like this. Keep both the legs on the chair like this. Keep both your foot at the edge of the chair like this. If you are able to hold the legs of the chair, it's good. If you're not able to hold, just keep the palms just away. And then slowly you can use your bed also. You can use your bed or sofa also, which is stable, sturdy. And then with the help of your foot, push the chair and lift the hip up easily like this. And then support your back. That's why I showed how to tuck the t-shirt before we start like this. Now, if you are able to lift one leg up and hold. And then keep changing the legs after 30 seconds. After few weeks of practice, when you are able to lift both the legs up like this, lift both the legs up like this. Till the time you are not comfortable, keep the legs on the chair only and then hug your legs like this. If you don't have chair, no problem. You can do with the wall support also. So for this, keep the foot to the wall and then just push the wall, lift the hip up like this. And then one leg, other leg like this and rest. After doing all these practices, it is really important to do counter practice. Before of this asana, Sarvangasana, we did preparatory asana. Now after the practice, counter practice is really important to release the tension. So in Sarvangasana, the neck was locked like this. Now with the help of fish pose, we are going to release that tension. So keep the palm close to the ear and your shoulder, push the body up and open your neck like this. Keep the palms by the side of your body and breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Release like this. Rest in Shavasana. I'm going to show you one more variation of fish pose, which is little advanced. If you are able to adopt Padmasana, hold your toe and then push the body up and hold your toe like this. And release. Rest in Shavasana after the practice. You want to learn more asanas like this, you all are welcome to join my Zoom yoga classes. In this Zoom yoga classes, you are going to learn asanas, pranayama, meditation, relaxation, tips about to improve your lifestyle and tips about how your diet should be as a yogi. I will guide you according to your health condition, according to your goal. If you want to know more about these classes, you can simply visit my website, which I have shared here, www.yogawithshahida.com, or you can call me or WhatsApp me on this number as well. Thank you so much everyone for watching this video till end. I'm sure you have watched this video till here, so you have already subscribed this channel. If you haven't, don't forget to subscribe. Comment below if you like this video. If you have any suggestion, if you have any feedback, you can also comment below. If you like this video, thank you. Share this video with your friends and family and keep practicing yoga, keep practicing Sarvangasana to get all these benefits. I'll see you all in next coming videos. Take good care of yourself. Namaste.